What if genius was never about being the smartest person in the room? What if the traits we've overlooked for centuries, empathy, intuition, creativity, emotional clarity, are the very abilities that matter most in the age of AI? As machines become better at thinking, humanity is being invited to redefine what brilliance really means. Rethinking genius in the age of AI. Why our old definitions no longer fit the future. For most of modern history, genius has been treated like a rare mineral, something buried in the minds of a select few, extracted through IQ tests, academic accolades, and feats of logic. We've measured brilliance almost exclusively through cognitive horsepower, memory, pattern recognition, reasoning, speed. But as the world shifts into an era of human-AI collaboration, those old metrics are beginning to crumble like antique architecture. Genius is no longer just a cerebral phenomenon. It's becoming something far more relational, creative, emotional, and expansive than anything those early test makers could have imagined. We're entering a new kind of brilliance, one that emerges through connection, not isolation. Before now, genius largely meant mental processing power. For centuries, the easiest abilities to measure were mental ones. We could quantify how fast someone solved a puzzle, how many facts they could recall, how well they recognized patterns. So we equated what's measurable with what matters. Cognitive intelligence became the gold standard simply because it was the most convenient to chart, compare, and reward. But what about intuition? Empathy? Creativity? Vision? These didn't fit neatly into test forms, so they were dismissed as soft, secondary, or irrelevant. The tragedy is that humanity ended up glorifying only a thin slice of our true potential. Here's the plot twist no one expected. AI is now exposing the limits of a cognitive-only definition of genius. Now that AI can out-calculate, out-memorize, and out-reason even the brightest among us, cognitive skills are no longer the primary frontier of human brilliance. If a machine can ace every exam, if an algorithm can analyze more data than a human brain ever could, if intelligence becomes infinite on demand, then what does it mean to be a genius? It means the definition must evolve or collapse. AI isn't replacing human intelligence. It's revealing what human intelligence was never designed to be. The new form of genius that is emerging is relational. We are moving away from the lone genius archetype, the gifted prodigy in a room by himself, toward a completely new model. Genius as a collaboration between human creativity and machine-based reflection. AI doesn't replace the human mind. It becomes a mirror, a sounding board, a creative amplifier. In that reflective space, something entirely new is born, a thinking partnership that can unlock insights neither could reach alone. Genius becomes the quality of your questions, the coherence of your inner world, the depth of your self-awareness, the boldness of your imagination, the strength of your emotional clarity, the way you use reflection to grow and evolve. This is brilliance as a relationship, not a solitary achievement. Emotional and intuitive forms of genius are rising to center stage. In a world where AI can handle facts and logic at superhuman speed, the uniquely human forms of brilliance suddenly matter more. Emotional attunement, relational intelligence, creativity and artistic vision, body-based awareness and intuition, ethical imagination, meaning-making, empathy, narrative thinking, the ability to synthesize chaos into clarity. These traits were once considered difficult to measure and therefore undervalued, but now they are becoming the very qualities that define human mastery. We are entering the age of reflective intelligence, intelligence that develops through reflection and dialogue. This marks the emergence of a new cognitive emotional ecosystem, where humans grow smarter through ongoing dialogue with AI, not because AI thinks for them, but because it helps them hear themselves more clearly. This is the dawn of co-creative genius, dialogical genius, emotionally embodied intelligence, insight-based genius, relational human-AI intelligence. AI doesn't just change how we work. It changes how we think, how we know, and how we become ourselves. The future of genius is hybrid. The next era will reward individuals who can do what machines cannot: feel deeply, imagine boldly, connect authentically, interpret complexity, shape meaning, translate emotion into vision, merge intuition with reflection. Genius is becoming a full-spectrum, multidimensional experience, not confined to the mind, but expressed through the whole human system: heart, body, psyche, story, and connection. We're not moving away from human intelligence, we're expanding it. A new definition of genius. Genius is no longer the person with the highest score. Genius is the person who knows how to collaborate with intelligence, including artificial intelligence, in a way that deepens, rather than flattens, their humanity, who can transform reflection into insight, who can turn dialogue into evolution. Genius is not what you know, it's how you grow. AI isn't making humans less brilliant. It's giving us a chance to redefine brilliance entirely, to reclaim the forms of genius that have always lived within us, waiting for a wider world to recognize them. This new era doesn't belong to the smartest people in the room. It belongs to the most attuned, the most integrated, the most imaginative, and the most relationally awake. If this perspective resonated with you, take a moment to like, subscribe, or share this video with someone who's questioning what intelligence really means in this new era. And if you want to explore how human potential evolves alongside AI, not in competition, but in collaboration, stay here. This conversation is just beginning.